Good afternoon, StreamYard and YouTube fans. This is Philip from my second view from an undisclosed location. Today we're having the Philadelphia Athletics versus the Boston Bean Eaters. This is both teams are from 1883. Believe it or not, uh, if you go into the World Series set, this is the first World Series set that you can get, and this set is only $5. Most World Series sets that I've seen are like 10, but this is only $5, and we'll show you one of the reasons why. These are your extra cards after setting 9. You get one extra pitcher and uh, one extra pitcher, and there's one extra catcher, and that's it. That's literally it. So you don't have a lot of extra players. Was Boston's. That's Boston's uh, pack, and Philadelphia. Let me see here. Which one of these is The Philadelphia pack has a little bit more, but even so, there's not a lot of extra guys in a set, um, and there are several people that are in that. Not only are they first baseman, second baseman, shortstop, but there are some of those players that are actually pitchers themselves. Um, so it's really interesting. This is what I consider pre dead ball era. So I'm hoping that my friend Chris Stratomatic Delaware will really like this. I don't know how this is going to play. Uh, I actually, the lineups that I have for these teams, I basically set the lineups myself. So it's not a set lineup that I went to baseballreference.com and got. I actually just set the lineups myself. So um, you're at my mercy on this one. So if this is a bad scoring game, it's kind of my fault. Um, Also, I had to take a look at something online, and they didn't have the DH before 1973, and I had originally set up for the DH for this game, but I changed that after I saw the after I saw that it was, that didn't come into effect till 1973. So I reset that. So the pitchers will be batting today. Um, and the other thing is that both teams are fielding 3 today. Usually, I have one that's maybe a 2, but this is the first time that both teams are fielding 3. Um, the Philadelphia pitcher is a B pitcher, uh, and X and Z notations. That's Matthews. That's Philadelphia's pitcher, and Whitney for Boston, who's pitching for Boston today, is an A pitcher, and he has X and Z notation as well. Um, the uh, Boston team won the toss, so the Bean Eaters are the home team here, and Philadelphia's batting first. Their lineup is Bradley, Mohannan, Mason, Stricker, Blakeston, Corey, Bershaw, Hubbard, and Matthews is the pitcher. We will go into the Boston's lineup when we come to that. But yeah, so we will go to Philadelphia. The batting, I had to flip this around here, and Bradley is the first batter. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. And we're on our way. First pitch. 16. And with the 28, that's out at first. Short to first. Pennon. It's 34. Fly out to center field. 2 up, 2 down. Mason. 36-14, and that is a walk. Mason walks. So we get a man at first. Stricker up. $55. That's an 8. There's 2 outs, so that means runner goes to third. So we have a man at first and third then. Blakeston. 66 is a 4. And Blakeston gets a triple. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. That's not right. That's a 64. Yeah, it's doesn't matter which way you look at it. That's a triple. So Blayton gets a triple, and Philadelphia gets 2 runs on the board that quick. Corey is up. 12, which is a 25. And it's a batter. 25. Line out to the pit. 3. 25. Yeah, line. It's a line out to the pitcher. So at the end of the first inning, hey, we're just starting here. End of the first inning, the Philadelphia Athletics 2-0, and the Boston Bean Eaters are just coming to the plate. All right. Boston's lineup, guys, is Sutton, Horning, Wise, Hackett, Smith, Burdock, Morrill, and Whitney's the pitcher here. So yeah, and Radford's nickname here says he's nicknamed Paul Revere. At the end of the top of the inning, it's 2-0 Philadelphia. So we'll see if the Eaters can catch up here. 36. Oh, that's a walk. Sutton starts off with a. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. 33. Oh, that's a fly out to the second baseman. My mistake. Fly out to the second baseman there. All right. Oh. Well. Okay. 16. That's a single. Batter reaches second on an error, and that's errors on the center fielder. So we get an E8 there. You know. Okay. So Wise is up. .31, that is a 9 with a man at second. And Matthews is a B pitcher. Says single over second runners. So the man at second scores, and that was a single. So it's 2-1 in favor of the Athletics. Hackett's up. 22, and that is a 0. Roll again. 14 is an 11. And pitcher is grade B. Says single to left, runner out at home. So, yeah. Another single. Oh, wait a minute. What am I looking at? I'm looking at the wrong base. Okay, the runner at first goes to third, and the batter who is on first goes to second on the pitch, and the batter comes up with 2 balls, 1 strike on the batter. All right. Smith is up. .64 minute, second and third. .64 to 32. Fly out. That is our second out of the inning. Fly out to right field. Brings up Burdock. .65. 35. Foul out to the first baseman. So that's the end of the first. But Boston scores 1 run in the first, and that means it's 2-1 in favor of Philadelphia. Right. Okay. Burchell up for Philadelphia. .16 to 28. And that's an out. That's shortstop to first base. 4-3. Hubbard's up. .54. It's 32. And that's a fly out the right field. Matthews, the pitcher, comes up. 41 to 24. And that's out at first by the shortstop. That's 4-3 as well. So 3 up, 3 down. Go the Athletics. We get Morrill up for the Bean Eaters. That's 53, and that's a 20. He gets to base on error by the second baseman. Error on the second baseman, which is E4. Whitney comes up. $64. It's 36. Wow. Wild pitch. Runner goes to second. $36. Okay, that's a 33. That's a pop out to the shortstop. Bring Sutton back up. $41. Huh. It says runner steals third. Goes home on wild throw by catcher. So the guy at second goes home. Steals third. Goes home on another wild pitch. So it's scores now 2-2. All right, well, let's see what Sutton got then. We'll roll again, check the second column. 65 is an 8 with nobody on base. And the pitcher for Philadelphia is a B pitcher. So that's a fly out to center field. Okay. So So that makes it 2 outs. Hornung is up. 63. 31. That's a fly out to center field. It's a tie game after 2 innings, mostly because of 2 wild pitches by Matthews from Philadelphia. All right. Okay. Where's Whitney? Where's Whitney? All right. Bradley's up in the 3rd inning here. .32. It's 26. And that's out at first. It's second to first base. Monhannon. 12. And that's third to first. That's also third to first. So 3 up, 3 down goes Philadelphia in the top of the 3rd. And that brings up we can go to the bottom of the 3rd, and Wise is up. Wise is up. Matthews is the pitcher. .52. That's a 27. That's third to first base as well. Hackett is up. .32. It's 26. It's second to first. That's an out. It's 4-3. Smith is up. 65 is a 35. And that's ground out to the first baseman. So 3 up, 3 down go Boston. And brings up Blake and Blakiston for the fourth for the Philadelphia. It's 2-2 after 3. So, where is this? Okay. Strickers up for Philadelphia. We got a 16. That's 28. That's short to first. 4-3. Blakiston's up. That's also 16. That's 4-3. That's the same thing. Corey, 33, and that's another roll. 46, and that's a 6. And Boston pitcher is an A pitcher. That's a double. Corey gets a double. Birchel's up. 26 is a 29. Out at first. Well, yeah, just out the first. That's shortstop to first baseman. That'll be a 4-3 as well. So at the end of 4, at the end of the top of the 4th, it is 2-all. Right. Murdoch up for Boston. It's a 16. 28. And that's from short to first baseman. So that's 6-3. Right. Morrill up to 12. That'll be a 25. And that's out at first by the second baseman. Oh, I'm putting these in the wrong order. Which brings up Whitney, the pitcher. $55 is a 7. And Matthews is a B, and that's a single. Whitney gets a single. Sutton comes up. $56. That's a 32. And that's a fly out the right field. Oh, wait a minute. Sutton doesn't even come up. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, he does. It's a fly out the center field. So that's 3 up. Oh, well, 4 up and 3 down. So that means it's still 2-2. And we go to the 5th. We have Hubbard comes up to the plate for Philadelphia. That's a 31. That was 9. And Whitney is an A pitcher. So that's out at first. Yep. So Hubbard's out. Matthews comes up for Philadelphia. $42 is 13, and that's a strikeout. It's the first strikeout of the game. Bradley comes up. $63. And that's a fly out to center field. Let's see if there's any. No, there isn't really any numbers here. All right. Sutton up for Boston. It's a 16. It's a 28. I'll be out by the shortstop. 3. Hornung is up. $43 is a 29. And that's pitcher to first baseman. 3. Wise is up. $62, and that is a strikeout. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Hannon. Okay, Mohannon. That's 13. That's a walk. Mason comes up. It's 21. Man at first. And it says first and second on error by the first baseman. So we have men at second and third. So Mason gets on. And he goes to second on the error by the first baseman. So we have men at second and third. Second on error. First baseman. Stricker's up. All right. 13 is a 22. And this is for men on second and third. Says this is 22. It says hmm. I don't understand this. And here's we're looking at Whitney as a grade A pitcher. Okay, for an A pitcher, that's put out by the third baseman to first. So that's the first out of the inning. That one's confusing because there's like three different things, and it depends on whether the pitcher's an A, B, C, or D pitcher. So I had to take a look and see which one applied. So we have one out and men at second and third still. Blakiston, 46 is a 12. And that's a strikeout. Corey, 14. And that's a fly out to left field. Wow. So that means Bursch will come up in top of the seventh for Philadelphia. Hackett is up for now. Okay. All right. 36 will be 33. to fly out to the second baseman. Smith is up. That will be another roll. It's 31, and that will be a 2. And Boston's pitcher, or what the? I do. Okay, that's right. Smith here. 13 was a 6. And Boston pitcher's Whitney is an A. And that's a double for Smith. That's good. Okay. Burdock is up. $53 will be an 18. And on second base. We do not have 2 outs. So it's an error on the shortstop. So we may have men at first and second. Men at first and second with Morrill up. 24, and that's a strikeout because that's 13. It's 2 away, and that brings up Whitney to the plate. Let me see something here. Let me see. Bunt. Of course. We'll have to hit for the batter, the pitcher here. He gets a 61, which is a 24. 24. So that's second to shortstop. So, yeah. Second to short. 4-6. And that means Sutton will come up in the top of the inning. Virgil coming up. Okay. That's why. That's okay. Virtual up in the 7th. 55 is an 8. And Whitney's an A, so that's pop out to the third baseman. Brings Hubbard up. $66 is a 7. And that'll be a single to right. So Hubbard gets a single. Brings Matthews up. Matthews he's going to bunt with man at first. It's a 24. Safe at first on fielder choice, runner out at second. So that's pitcher to shortstop. So he's safe at first. He's out pitcher to shortstop. So that's 1-6. So Matthews is on. Bradley up. 65 is a 35. Man at first. That's a foul out. And let's see here. Yeah, that's just a foul out to the catcher. And that's the end of the inning there. Bring up Mohannon in the top of the 8th. Okay. Sutton is up. Take a look at the end of 7.5 so far. This is our 7th inning stretch here, and it's a 2-2 game. We got Philadelphia got 2 in the first, and Boston got 1 back in the bottom of the first. And then you hit a couple wild pitches that tied the game up, and that's where we've been kind of knotted ever since. And Sutton is getting ready to bat in the bottom of the 9th for Boston, and that's where we're at, guys. And let's get back to the game. All right. 36 is a 33. That's a fly out to the second baseman. Hernan, 41. 24. That's shortstop to first base. Wise is up. 16. That is a 28. That stopped the first base as well. So 3 up and 3 down. Go Boston. We go to the 8th inning. And Mohannon will come up to the plate for Philadelphia. $66 for Mohannon. What's he down? Oh, we had to re-roll that. 31 is a 2. Base is empty. And Whitney is an A. That's a triple. Mohannon gets a triple. Mason is up. 36. 14. That is a walk. Stricker up. 62, and that is a strikeout. Blakiston up. 31, which is a 9. And Whitney is an A pitcher. Out at first. So yeah, that's an out at first. Which means you have runners at wait a minute. Wrong thing. Man. First and third. 9. It's a fly out. One runner scores, a runner at third scores, and so Mohannon scores, and Blakiston's out on the fly out. So that's 2 outs. So that breaks our tie there. Philadelphia goes ahead 3-2. 46 is a 12. And runner is out. So Mason's out going to second. And that's the end of the inning there. Which means Burchell will be up in the top of the 9th. All right. And Hackett is our man up for this inning in the bottom of the 8th. After 8, with that fly out that scored a go-ahead run so far, Philadelphia's up 3-2. 26, and that's a strikeout by Hackett. Smith is up. '54 is a 32. That's a fly out the right field by Smith. Two up and two down so far. Burdock. 22. That's a re-roll. Ah, and Burdock gets a home run. Yes. Burdock ties the up. 51 is an 8. And with Philadelphia's pitcher is a B. That's a fly out to center field. So we'll go to the 9th inning. The game is tied 3. Okay. Hubbard is up. All right. 16, 28. That's shortstop to first base. That's 6-3. And Matthews is up, but we're going to use we're going to take Matthews out. We're going to put Knight in for the pinch hitter. And we're going to bring Jones in for the relief pitcher. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. We're taking out. Oh, no. That's right. We're taking out Whitney because he's the he's no, we're taking out first time we're taking out Matthews. Whitney's still in. Okay, let's see how Knight does. 44 is an 8. With Whitney still pitching, which means he's an A. That's a fly out the third. And and he struck out. That's right. Hubbard struck out. So that will do it for Philadelphia. And Boston is up. And Whitney is up at the plate for them. So we're going to bring Radford in to pinch hit. And Boston's going to bring in Buffington if they go to the 10th inning. But Radford's up for Whitney. That's a 65. That's a 35. That's a ground out to first. All right. Sutton is up. $53. That's on to first on an error. And that's on the second baseman. E2. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, let's see Hornung, see what he does. It's 46, which is a 12. Safe at first, out at second. So second to short. All right, that means Wise is up. 42, and that's a strikeout. And that is the third out of the inning. And it means Buffington will pitch for the for Boston, and that brings Bradley up to the plate for Philadelphia. Next. Okay. All right, Bradley is up. 10th inning. And that's a re-roll for Bradley. And that's a home run. So Bradley gets a home run. Mohannon. $32. It's 26. That's second to first. 4-3. Mason. That's a 66. It's a 6, which is a double. Mason gets a double. Stricker. 44 is an 8. And Buffington is a B pitcher. That's a fly out the center field. Blakeston is up with 2 away. Man at second. Man at second. That's a 32 is a 26. And that's second to the first baseman. 4-3. But Philadelphia gets one by Bradley's home run. And Blakiston's, or William Smith is Hackett's our batter. Sorry. Okay. Let's see how we do here. Hackett's the batter for Boston. 53 is a 19. Error on the third baseman. All right. Smith, 64. 32. Fly out the right field. Runner holds. 1 away. Burdock. 66. That's a re-roll. Oh, we have a man at first. It's a 55. We're looking at the second column. Jones is a B pitcher. Double to center. Wait a minute. Yeah. Runners at first. Double to center. Runner scores. No S. And no. Yeah. So Hackett scores from first on this double to center. So Burdock gets a double. So we have tied the game up. Morrill. .32 is a 26 with a man at second. And there's 1 out. He's out at first. So Morrill's out at first. So that's second to first, 4-3. But runner goes to third. And a man at third. We've got Buffington up. And yeah, he's going to have to hit. Buffington's going to have to hit. It's a 34, which is a 31, with the man at third. Fly out to center field. And that is the end of the inning, but because of the double, because of the error, and because of the double by Burdock, the score is still tied. Okay. He's out of the game. That means Lakeston. Pitching. All right. We're in the 11th, and its score is Score is 4-4. 14 is a 30. It's a fly out the left. Corey. 23 is a 26. That's second to first. I do not know what happened there, but it kind of like kicked me out, guys. But we're in the bottom of the 11th. Sutton, the leading guy, is up for Boston. Scores 4-4. Let's see what happens here. 16 is a 28. That's shortstop to first. It's an out. Hornung. 15 is an 11 with a, what is Jones a beat pitcher? That's a single, and he steals second. with one strike on the next batter. Wise is up. 42, and that's a strikeout. So that means there are two away. Burdock up. And we'll re-roll that. It's a 36, and that's a base on balls. Burdock gets a base on balls. Then at first and second. Means okay. Laurel's up. Men at first and second, 2 out. 23, and that's a strikeout. Which means that the pitcher, Buffington, will be up for Boston in the bottom of the 12th. All right. And that means that Hubbard's up for Hubbard is up for Philadelphia. $54 is a 32. Fly out the right. Okay, that means that Jones is up. Let's see. Anybody we can put in for Jones? Means we're going to put in Bakley for Jones. And Eddie Rowan is going to be the pinch hitter. $14 is 30. Fly out the left field for Rowan. Bradley's up. $22 is an 8. And that being to fly out the center field for Bradley. And that's 3 up, 3 down. Okay. we're bringing up Bakley for our first batter. We just changed him in the last inning. And he gets a 7. And off of Buffington, which is a B, that's a single. Okay, that's a single. And at first, $52 is a 27. Runner to second, out at first. Like 3. It's 1 away. Hannon. 23 is a 32 with the guy on second. Fly out to right field. And the runner goes to third. Mason is up. 26 is a 24 with the guy at third. It says safe first, runner out at home, but so that's with 2 outs, it's short to first. So 6-4. I think. Damn. Um, Okay, I think we're back at the top of the order for Boston here. 35 is an 8. And Bakley is a C, which is a single. Hornung, 24 is a 30. Fly out the left, runner holds. Okay, Wise is up. $66. I'll redo that one. 65 is a 6. Runner at first. Bakley is a C. C. Nope. Oh. I'm going to check something out with Sutton. Is he fast? If he's fast, he scores. No, there's nothing there that says he's fast. So runner to third, batter to second. All right. So that's Wise. It's a double. Hackett is up. There we go. 33, and it's re-roll because it's a 0. 61 is a 4. Got runners on second and third. And that's a 4. Bakley's a C pitcher. Oh, man. I don't believe it. Yep. This is hard to believe, but in the bottom of this inning, Hackett scores a home run. That is the end of the game, guys. Hackett scores a 3-run home run and lifts the Boston Beantowners to a winning score of 7-4. Wow, that was a tough one. Yeah, that's really my longest game. My other longest was 14, but I had made a mistake, and as such, it really doesn't count. So this is the longest game I've had. 13 innings. The Boston Beantowners win. Had a couple pitching changes here and there, not many, but that's it for today, guys. Keep rolling the dice, and I hope they're in your favor. And I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.